Okay, hi Landon and Jennifer.
Hi.
Welcome back. We're gonna jump right in today. Remember how last week we kind of faced each other and we tried to have a conversation with each other? We're gonna do that again this week. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay. So this week we're gonna have Jennifer be speaking, and Landon, you'll listen to what she's saying right now. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Landon, you'll get a chance to speak later, but for now, just listen to Jennifer and try to hear what she's trying to express to you. Jennifer, let's talk about how you feel when you feel left out or when you feel like you're not a part of your family as much as you used to be. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I'll have you guys turn to each other in just a second, but let's just remember that when we're doing this, we just really want to make sure that we're that you guys are both trying to speak in I terms and saying I feel this or I need this instead of saying you do this or instead of talking to me also. And then also just try to kind of keep the interaction between each other just like calm so that you can actually hear what you're saying to each other. And so if you guys could turn to each other now, just a little bit, and I'll back up a little bit. I'll be here, but I'll just jump in if you guys need some help, okay? So, I'm not gonna be a part of the conversation. You guys are gonna talk like I'm not here, but I'll be here if you need me.
Okay.
All right, Jennifer, you can begin.
Okay, so Landon just really kind of bugs me sometimes.
Okay, before we get going, let's stop right there for just a second. Remember that you're talking to him and not to me, right? So
Yes,
look at him and
Also,
speak
that was
to him.
rude.
Okay.
Well,
We're gonna
I feel like that's how you are.
Okay,
so
let's
I'm not
pause
like
for
that.
just
Real.
one more
Can you
second.
make her be nice while we do that?
Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna start over from the beginning, okay? And let's remember Jennifer that we're speaking in terms of I statements and I feel, and I want you to talk more about your emotions than what's actually happening.
Okay. And what is Landon supposed to do?
And you're gonna be listening, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess I'll listen.
That's what I thought. Okay. I guess I feel like I'm kind of alone. I feel like you kind of took my family when you guys came to my house, which is fine. Like, I understand our parents are married or whatever, but I also just feel like I want to be your friend and I want to talk to you, and like we're similar ages, so like we could theoretically have fun or do something fun together, but I just feel like I'm always on guard whenever you're around because I feel like you kind of stole my family.
Okay.
And I don't know how to deal with it.
Okay, Landon, can you maybe try to say what you just heard Jennifer say back to her?
She said that
Will you tell her? You can speak to her directly.
what you said was that you feel left out because your family likes me better than you.
That's not nice.
That's what I heard. But
Okay, so Jennifer, if that's not correct, will you tell him what
It's
is
not that
correct?
they like you better than me. I feel like maybe they do, but also I just feel like maybe my mom is just coddling you because you're like the new family member and she doesn't. I don't know, because I just don't have, I don't even know. I don't know I don't know what I'm saying to you. I just don't feel like I have my family anymore.
Okay, so let's pause for just a second there. You're both doing a really good job at trying to understand each other. London, thank you for listening, and Jennifer, thank you for speaking in those I statements and telling him really what you're feeling. I want to jump in here for just a second and try something. If it's okay, Jennifer, I want to speak as if I'm you for just a moment, and maybe try to say what you're saying in a different way. And then Landon, if you could just look at each other, continue to look at each other, and pretend like it's Jennifer speaking to you. And then if I get something wrong, Jennifer, you are welcome to correct me, or afterwards you can maybe try to rephrase what I said in your own words, if it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm just gonna come right over here, so you guys can just look at each other. Landon, I feel like my relationship with my mom isn't as strong as it used to be. And I worry that I'm going to continue to lose that relationship with her because of the new dynamic in our family. And I don't know how to be a part of a family when I feel like I'm not included in things. Jennifer, does that make sense? Do you want to restate that?
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, my mom and I were really close before, and I feel like since you and your dad moved in, it's kind of been different between us, and it makes me really scared that my mom's gonna spend more time with you and like kind of forget about me.
And Landon, will you also maybe rephrase that back to her and tell her what you're hearing now?
What I'm hearing you say is that you just don't want to lose your relationship with your mom, because now me and my dad live here and with you guys, and it may be different, and you want it to be the same with her.
Mm-hmm.
That's really great, you guys. Thank you for listening to each other and for being so open with each other. Jennifer, good job at expressing what you feel deep down, and thank you, Landon, for trying to understand that. Jennifer, is there anything else that you want to tell Landon about this?
I'm sorry if I made you feel like I don't like you. I think you're a cool person. I just don't really know what our family is right now.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's really all I have to say.
Okay, awesome, guys. Let's as we wrap up today, let's talk a little bit about what just happened. Do you guys remember what this conversation was about in the beginning?
I was supposed to speak and tell Landon how I feel about kind of having less time with my family.
Mm-hmm. And Landon, what was your role in this conversation?
I was supposed to listen
Okay.
and repeat back what I heard that Jen was saying.
And how do you think that went, Jennifer? How do you think you did at expressing your emotions tonight?
I think eventually it was pretty good. At the beginning I didn't really know what to say, but what you said helped a lot.
And I think you did know what to say. I think that you were doing a great job of expressing your emotions. That was great. And Landon, what do you think went well with listening and your role tonight?
I think that I was able to understand a little bit more what Jen has been trying to tell me and why she's been acting the way she has towards me recently. And so I think that a lot of times I don't really want to listen to her because she's kind of rude to me sometimes, but it was good because I just got to listen to her even though she was being a little bit rude at the beginning, and then afterwards I understood why.
Mhm. Yeah, you kind of understood that. That's great. And Jennifer, will you tell Landon something that you thought he did well tonight?
I feel like before, like, we don't really ever get to talk because we kind of just, like, yell at each other, so it was nice to just, like, sit down and be able to know that you were gonna just listen to what I had to say rather than, like, interjecting something. So thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And will you also tell Jennifer something you thought she did well tonight?
You did a really good job at saying what you were feeling and at saying some nice things, even though maybe you're not feeling really good about things.
And so overall, our therapy goal is to help you guys feel closer as a family. Do you feel like we supported that tonight? Was this the right track for that? Okay. So from what we've talked about today, what do you guys want to do this week to feel closer and to feel more like you are a family?
I feel like we don't really, like, do a lot of activities. Like, it'd be fun to, like, do something not in the house, like, they can get to know you better. Maybe we can all, like, go bowling or something as a family.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I think that's a great goal that you could try to do this week. What did Landon do that made it easier to talk to him tonight?
I think, like, knowing that we were gonna have a conversation was helpful rather than just, like, yelling at each other from across the room or something like we do at home. So I think, like, actually sitting down together was helpful. We should probably do that more.
Yes.
And Landon, what did Jennifer do tonight that made it easier to communicate with her?
Yeah, I guess the same thing. She wasn't really yelling or anything, and so I didn't feel like I needed to yell back.
Will you ask Jennifer if she would be willing to try and do that this week when you guys talk?
Will you do it this week?
Yeah, I think I can try not to yell at you. It might be hard, but I'll try. If you can, like, remind me of this conversation if I start yelling at you, that would be helpful.
I'll try, but
Hopefully.
Okay, and one last question. Landon, now that you know that what Jennifer's feeling is that she's worried about her relationship with her mom, what do you think that you could do to help her feel closer to her mom?
well, maybe if I gave you and your mom some alone time, then, like, before we moved in, you could spend some time together without me there, and then your mom would have all of her attention on you instead of on both of us.
That could be helpful. I think we need to also do things together, but I also want to do things with my mom too. So I think having a good balance of both would be nice.
Yeah, and I want to do things with my dad, so sometimes I will.
Okay, great job, guys. Thank you. I'm done. Will you go to? Wow.